Welcome to the Labyrinth of the Demon King. This video was made based on the demo for Labyrinth of the Demon King, which went live in early November 2024. For any future viewers watching this, I obviously can't speak to any changes that may or may not have happened since this was recorded. Labyrinth of the Demon King is a survival horror dungeon crawler. It's the first game from developer J.R. Hudapal and features some excellent audio work from Remu Daifuku. It's set to be published by Top Hat Games, who specialize in some smaller, more unknown indie games, and as of recording, there's also no release date either. As so stated, Labyrinth of the Demon King is a survival horror dungeon crawler, and one that kind of wears its influences on its sleeves. We've been kind of on a run of years of Souls-likes, so maybe it's time for a couple of field-likes, something that draws from FromSoft's other game, King's Field. There's no infinite iframes, no endlessly circling enemies, because they're not really going to wait for you. Combat here instead is crunchy, it is unwieldy, and pretty deadly. Your moves here are slow enough to where you'll have plenty of time to plan out your next attack as you kind of wait for your foes to finish their own. It's a delicate dance of positioning and also managing some pretty limited resources. You've only got health and stamina to worry about, but stamina depletes quickly and you can only take about 3 to 4 hits before you're sent back to a saved shrine. Healing items are limited too, and though there weren't any ranged weapons in the game, I'd kind of imagine that ammunition would be incredibly scarce. I'm not a very claustrophobic person either, but there was little room to maneuver in the labyrinth's hallways, and this is pretty clearly a test of survival in every sense of the phrase. Labyrinth of the Demon King is a game steeped in Buddhist mythology. You're no samurai, no legendary warrior here, but an Ashigaru, which is a foot soldier, a grunt, an everyman, basically. Your lord, Takeda Nobumitsu, was fooled by a demon lord, and he sacrificed himself to save you. You are now swearing revenge on said demon and find yourself battling the labyrinth's denizens. The world here is in the latter age of the Dharma, and you're trapped kind of within the wheel of samsara, a cycle of life, death, and rebirth, until you kill this demon king. Many of the enemies in the game are going to be based on yokai, if the demo is any indication, and near the end of the playthrough you'll encounter one such demon who looks delightfully terrifying. The trailer also shows off many more demons we didn't get to see in the demo, all of which look equally disgusting. Graphically, Labyrinth of the Demon King is grimy, it is greasy, it is rusty. There's a kind of a dithering filter applied to the game to try to capture some of that lo-fi PS1 polygon aesthetic, and it honestly works pretty well here. There's a couple of cutscenes too you'll get to see in the demo, and they're filtered even further, adding to its pretty authentic atmosphere. It makes great use of some fog and low light effects too. You can't even see to the end of the hallways you're wandering, leaving you wondering if there's something hunting you in the shadows, in the corners, waiting for you to come close. There's a pervading sense of dread in the labyrinth, no matter where you are. Special attention has been paid to the sound design and music in Labyrinth of the Demon King too. Are you hearing something scuttle around in one of the side rooms, or is it just one of the music cues playing? It's hard to tell sometimes. A wall of flesh burning away, impacts in combat, the noises characters make when talking to them. All of this is otherworldly, honestly. The background music is comprised of ambient noise, too, sounding like it's coming from a garage or an industrial park. It's all very unsettling and makes for a great first look. One of the things I would like to see change for the full release is that sprinting currently doesn't cost any stamina, and this honestly seems like a bit of an oversight, really, for how deliberately paced the game feels. I do get not wanting to be forced into endless combat encounters, forced to kind of fight your way through every single hallway, but sprinting past enemies just kind of feels wrong, really. The character also moved faster when crouching compared to walking, which, again, seemed like a mistake rather than some intended behavior. I do like that here in the demo there's no penalty for dying other than enemies respawning. Progression is just through items instead of levels. There's no experience to be gained in combat, so you're rewarded instead for exploring, not just farming over and over again. Might have been just a skill issue, but I did struggle pretty heavily against those poisonous centipedes you'll see every now and then. It was pretty hard to tell, honestly, where the sword or axe was going to hit, especially against such an enemy with a tiny hitbox. By the time this video goes live, the demo might very well be unavailable for you to play, but if it still is, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Assuming, of course, that you're into something like this, a slower, horror-themed dungeon crawler. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.